What is up, guys? Today we are doing our very first plugin review, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I am on the plugin page of FirstJoinPlus. This is the plugin we are doing, and the download link will be in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and download it, and I made a test server so we can test it out, and I can show you what it does actually in the game. Okay, so now that we have that downloaded, we're going to right click, show in folder, minimize this, and drag it into our test server folder. If you don't know how to create a server, I will have an annotation to our video we made showing how to make your own server. So, now that this is in here, I need to drag it into the plugins. Alright, and start our server. And once this is started and it finishes, it's going to create a config file, and that's what I'm going to be going through today and showing you how to change stuff in that and to alter the already default stuff. So go ahead and type stop, and let's navigate to the plugins file, FirstJoinPlus. It's created our folder right here. Go ahead and open that and click edit with Notepad++. I will also leave a link to this download in the description as well. So we have a lot of stuff here, and it could seem very confusing to you, but it's actually not. We're just going to take our time and go through it all. So first up here we have allow automatic updates. We're just going to leave this at true so we don't have to manually update the plugin. This is what that means. And this says every join is first join, and this is false. And we are going to leave this false, but what this means is whenever a player joins the server, even if it's not their first time, they will have all this stuff. Like, they will get the first join kit, and the fireworks will go off, and all that stuff, and we don't want that. We only want that to happen to the player who is first joining the server. So on first join, delay everything below by 0. Just keep this at 0 if you want to. This is in seconds, so it means that however many seconds you have here, that is the delay before all this stuff happens. So first join message, enabled true. And this right here, this means the killer D. This means that the player's name that is joining, and this is the actual message. And these are just the quotes, basically code so the plugin can read this. So I'm just going to change this so you guys can see that it works. I'll just put something at the end, random. Just type random, just so you guys can see that this actually will change, and it's kind of cool. Fun stuff. Alright, play sound, true, enabled, so that means when they join the server, this sound will play. And the sound is the level up sound. I'm not sure of the other sounds available, so we're just going to keep this sound. And listen permission. This means that the group has to have this permission in their permissions enabled to hear the sound when the player first joins the server. Smoke effect is enabled. We're just going to keep this at true. Not sure what it actually looks like. Launch firework. This is enabled, and it's not enabled at the moment, but we're going to go ahead and enable it by just taking out false and putting true there. Next is first join kit, and a lot of people will like this feature of the plugin. Right now it is enabled, and here are the items you get. Wood sword, wood pickaxe, and so on. And this, after bread, means that you get 5 bread. So we can change this to 7, just to see what that does whenever we join the server, as we will at the end of the video. And I'm also going to change all of this to diamond. So, let's do this really quick. And last one. Okay. So, now, give written books. Alright, we have this enabled. well, we don't have this enabled actually right now, so we actually are going to try this. Put it at true, book file, FirstJoinBook.txt, and we're going to have to create this file in order for this book to work. But we're going to finish going through the config first, and then we'll come back to this. So give experience. This means whenever they first join the server, they would get this amount of experience if this is enabled, which it is not. So we can try this as well. Put this at true. Let's say they start off with 15 levels. Okay, modified damage. Disabled PvP. False. Expire after 10. This does not matter if this is enabled as false. So we're just going to keep that. God mode. False. Expire after 10 minutes. So when they first join the server, we're going to set it so they can't get killed for 15 minutes. So that way they can start off their journey, build a house, and stuff like that. Run commands. This means when they first join the server, they will run the commands as down here, which you do not need a slash in front of this command. So basically if there was a slash, it would be /me, and then just join the server for the first time, so that it would broadcast it that way. Run console commands. False. This just is the same as above, but instead it would run it through the console. Apply potion effects. False. It's not enabled. Effects. Speed. This doesn't matter again if this is false. We're just going to keep... Well, actually, we'll go ahead and enable this, just to see. Send message. This means that it would send the message to the player if this is enabled. I don't think we're going to do that. And this means there's two messages it would send. And the second one is just a link to the plugin that they included to try to get people to view their plugin or something. I'm not exactly sure. Teleport. This means when they first join the server that they would be teleported to this coordinates. So we're just going to keep that as false, because I actually haven't joined the world yet, and I don't know any coordinates that I would want to teleport to. Other messages. Join message. False. Players join the game. It's false because usually Essentials handles this, but if you're not using Essentials, you can go ahead and use this as like your basically message of the day. Quit message. Player name of the game. Same with Essentials. You can just kind of customize this if you're not using Essentials. Kick message. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's not enabled. We're just going to keep it that way. So back to the book. Written book. Enabled true. Book file. FirstJoinBook.txt. We're going to go ahead and save this. And then we're going to go back. New text document. Okay, so this is a TXT file. And we have to rename this book FirstJoinPlus. Or, actually, what was the name I had in there? So, it was, I have to find it. FirstJoinBook.txt. So, we're going to name this FirstJoinBook. And then the TXT is the prefix, so we do not need to include that in the name. So, FirstJoinBook. And now we can edit this file and just say, welcome to the server. If you have any questions, feel free to ask the staff members. Perfect. And go ahead and save this. Okay. So, now that that is all set, we are going to go ahead and start up the server. Give that a minute to start. Alright, here we go. Okay. So now that the server has started, we're going to go into Minecraft and go to our server. We have FirstJoinPlus test server. And now it says Tristan Smith 24 has joined the game for the first time. Random. Remember in the config file when I put random just as a test message? Well, there it is. You can see that worked. And we switched all of our first kit stuff to diamonds, as we did in the config file. That worked. We switched the bread from 5 to 7, so that worked as well. And here is our book, and I think I titled that wrong. I guess the first line was the title of the book, and all the rest of the lines actually meant that those were the actual lines for the book. I apologize for that. But other than that, it seems as if the plugin worked out very well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, please, or questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer all of them. And please subscribe and like the video, and we will be doing more of these plugin tutorials, and I'll see you guys next time.